Now we're going to go over how to mix primer. First, put on a pair of latex gloves. We have a large right here, an extra large right here. I am extra large, so I'll be putting those on. Next, we're going to come on over to this small red cabinet. In the small red cabinet is our primer. Open it up. And here we're looking for Claw Lock 2. Here's Claw Lock 2. And then also we're doing white paint today, so make sure you have the white primer. Then we'll take it over to our mixing station, where we can put it in our fancy mixing machine. So we're going to slide it in here like so. Be careful that the handle slides nicely into this clamp and locks it in place. We'll then close this lid and turn the knob to 2, where it'll then mix it for 2 minutes. We already pre-mixed this one, so we're just going to cut this one off and pull it out.
Watch your hands.
Spin it around nicely so it's located in this area. Slide her right out. Place her down. Now we're going to open her up. Got these can openers here. So, what you want to do is place this on the outside groove and just slowly work your way around the can. Just like this, and just pry it out. As you notice, it's popping up on this side, and then we just keep working our way around, and it pops up all the way around. Now you pop the lid off, slap it down. Now we need one of these fancy mixers, but we need a clean one. So, we'll come back over to our red cabinet here. There's a stack of them. We'll grab one of those. Bring it on over here. Now, we usually mix 92 ounces of primer, but today we did some calculations and we only need 48 ounces. So if you look here, we've got our measurements here. So we located our 48 ounces on that container. So we're going to pour this primer, 48 ounces worth, into the container. So you want to make a good base with your hand on the handle here, picking it up. Keep this hand still as you hook underneath this, and you just pour it in. Just pour, 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 watching that measurement, making sure you stop right at that number that you would like. So we're going to stop at 48. Money. Now we got a little bit of a mess on the side of the can here, so we'll grab our rag and wipe that up. Alrighty, now we want to put this lid back on before anything falls into the primer can. So we just take our lid back, slap it on here. Now be careful, you got this primer in the groove here, and you have this dry area on this side. We want to start with this dry area to prevent it from splattering everywhere all over yourself. We'll take this mallet, and just kind of tap it on there. Make sure it's closed all the way around. Now that it's all closed nicely, we put it back in the small red cabinet. Place that back on the bottom shelf. Close her up. And come back over here. Next, we want to add catalyst to the primer. So we go up to our shelf up here. We've got our Care Catalyst bottle. And catalyst is a 10% or a 1 to 10 ratio to the primer. So because we did 48 ounces, we're going to do 4.8 ounces of primer, of catalyst. Now we want to use one of these small ones since they're more accurate. However, these ones are dirty. So we'll go into the second drawer and we'll grab a clean one. Throw it here, and you notice we have all of our measurements here. Now, we're going to slowly pour the catalyst into here to get 4.8 ounces. Beauty. Right there, 4.8, bang on. Now, we want to pour it into the primer, but we also want to mix it. So, we're going to grab a mixing stick, make sure it is dry and cleaned off of any excess specks. We're going to place it in the primer, like so, and we're going to slowly start stirring. Make sure you get a finger paste underneath the cup of the catalyst, and as you slowly stir, you're going to slowly pour. Just like that. Now what you want to do is you want to keep mixing, and you got to mix this for 3 minutes. So let's just keep mixing this bad boy here as we pour her in. Catalyst is almost empty. There we go. That's it for the catalyst container. Make sure we got all of her drop out. Put her back down and we'll continue to mix. As you're mixing, you might as well close up your catalyst container again. So grab the lid, throw it back on there, and put the bottle back up top. Up next, we have lacquer thinner. Here we have our bottle of standard lacquer thinner. Be careful not to grab this one. This is a Care Reducer. It's a different material. So we'll grab this bottle, place it down here. Now, standard lacquer thinner is a 15% ratio. So, we'll grab our calculator here to the top drawer. And because we're using 48 ounces, we're gonna go 48. Make sure we turn it on first. I'm gonna go 48 times 0.15 for 15%. Press equals. We got 7.2. So, we're gonna go back to this same cup we used for the catalyst, and we're gonna pour in 7.2 ounces. Be careful of this child safety press right here. Make sure you press that in as you open it. Now we're gonna go here and pour 7.2. There we go. There we got 7.2 ounces. We continue to stir this. We'll throw this lid back on here. You gotta press it down pretty hard to get it to screw on nicely. Once it's on, we'll throw the lacquer thinner back up, and we'll pour our lacquer thinner into our mixture. So as we continue to stir slowly, do the same technique used as the catalyst. Put the pinky underneath the cup as a base, stir like this, and slowly pour. Be sure not to stop mixing while you're pouring. It's key to be mixing the entire time. Notice it's starting to get pretty full here since we're adding more fluid, but we're just keeping it inside the area of the container here. Alright, now the lacquer thinner is poured out. We'll continue to mix this for a bit to make sure it's all mixed through. And that is how you mix primer.